The Labour Party presented polling unit results of 6 additional states and their local government as exhibits before the Presidential Election Petition Court. The states are 13 local government areas in Ebonyi, 13 local government areas in Nasarawa, 25 local government areas in Delta, 23 local government areas in Kaduna, 26 local government areas in Imo, 18 local government areas in Ondo, and 21 local government areas in Kogi State. This makes it a total of 20 states tendered so far. On the next adjourned date, the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) objected to the admissibility of the documents tendered by the Labour Party and its presidential candidate Peter Obi at the 2023 presidential election, stating that reasons for adjournment will be given later. The Labour Party presented Form EC8B, a document used for recording coalitions at ward level in 17 states and their local governments during the February 25, 2023 presidential elections. The states are 21 local government areas of Adamawa, 8 local government areas of Bayelsa, 23 local government areas from Benue, 21 local government areas from Kogi State, and 11 local government areas from Nasarawa State, including 25 local government areas from Niger State.
We have successfully tendered from EC8Bs covering 17 states, except for Ebonyi, which will be tendered tomorrow. So the entire ward results for this election has been admitted. So nothing pertaining to that. Polling unit results have been admitted in evidence completely for the states we are challenging, same as from EC8Bs, which is what election results. The other one that is outstanding will be the C's and D's, which will tender tomorrow. So for us, it's moving at as planned. From tomorrow, we tender the remaining thing and then we'll proceed to expert evidence. You see, what is most important in a proceeding like this is evidence. All the evidence for Labour Party is going in smooth. They are all going in smoothly. What is outstanding is is getting fewer by the day, except for the ones that INEC has not availed us. For example, for one of which is the beavers, access to beavers. So beyond that, everything is going in, no matter the effort are trying to either delay or confuse us. We're focused on the ball. No. Don't mind the number of witnesses listed. We may end up calling 10 or 7, depending on our judgment as to what is relevant to be proved. Not all witnesses certainly will come in, but at the time we were asked to mention number of witnesses that we need, we just have to give a figure. But certainly with the documents in, a lot of witnesses may no longer be necessary, except those that will just come to adopt them, and then we'll proceed. We want to avoid dumping. Thank you.
Peter Obi and the Labour Party also tendered supplementary document of Form EC8B, that is documents used for recording coalitions at what level in 12 local government areas of Ebonyi State, 4 local government areas of Kaduna, and 4 local government area of Oyo State, in addition to the 17 states and their local government listed the previous day. The counsel for the petitioners, Paul Ananaba, also tendered documents titled Form EC8Cs, comprising of 13 states and the local governments, which are polling unit results from local government areas.
For today, we're able to tender a total of 8 states. From EC8A for 8 states. I tendered 5, while Dr. Azinge tendered 3. Out of the 5, my own state, Imo State, was one of those that at least I tendered their election results for 8 states, from EC8A. So tomorrow we continue from EC8B and C, and like that. So the objection by INEC is more like a statutory kind of objection. They're just trying to play safe. There's no harm in that. It's just a routine objection that they take just perhaps for reasons best known to them. But the documents tendered are actually documents, certified true copy of documents procured by from INEC, which we duly paid for. So for me, there's nothing to bother about. Incidentally, INEC has improved in their cooperation. Substantial documentation has been availed, while about 20% now are still outstanding. I think about 20% thereabout. I'm not exactly sure. I know not all, particularly the issue of beavers. They have not been able to give us proper cooperation on that. We need to have access to the beavers using our IT team to extract information. Even if the deleted information contained in the beavers, there's a procedure of extracting it. So it's for them to avail us that opportunity, and then the rest will be. No, the motion is a pre-hearing application we made, pre-hearing application, but then it wasn't taken then. Somehow it was overlooked or was missed. They mixed it up. So we want to just take it, and then it's about interrogatories that were served on INEC for them to answer certain questions, which will aid the trial and presentation of the case of Labour Party and P2B. So I believe they will certainly have to avail us those answers to those questions which were posed in the interrogatories. Interrogatories have been served on them.
It doesn't have any negative effect to your case?
No, it does not. It will not. Certainly those, but it's just to aid, just a procedural issue. Nothing to fear at all. Yes, thank you very much.
On Thursday, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the last presidential election, Peter Obi, tendered final presidential election results using declaring Tinubu as winner of the election. The collated results in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory (FCT) contained in Form EC8Ds used by the electoral body was tendered and admitted as exhibits. After tendering documents before the court, the petitioner called its second witness, Anthony Chimwo, who is a software engineer. Under cross-examination by counsel for INEC, Anthony told the court that he is not familiar with Beaver's device when asked about the function of the machine.
Yeah, all the days have been fruitful. It depends on what happened on each day. But you could see that at least it is obvious that we have so much to present. And the court has been magnanimous, and our colleagues have worked with us. So we have made the presentations, and we have so much more to present, even as our days keep moving.
What is the difference between the Form ECD and the Form ECD8A?
Well, you will, let me say it this way. Part of the contentions is 36 states and the FCT. So EC8D is the result of the 36 states and FCT, and EC8DA is the national result. It will be clearer when we begin to address the court on those two forms.
So how do you feel, sir, that all the documents you are tendering have been objected to?
Not all of them were objected to. EC8DA was not objected to. And it is part of the pre-trial report, and it's in compliance with the Electoral Act and the schedule. That it's been objected to didn't mean it was not admitted in evidence. We will get to know why they objected to them, and we will also have opportunity to respond to whatever argument they make as basis for our objections. But don't worry about that. The court will take care of all those.
So could you give us an insight to what will happen tomorrow?
So tomorrow we will very likely be rounding up with our document tenderings. We thought we could conclude all of them today, but you notice that both for judges to have been sitting since morning, we don't, and we are also tired. We were tired, that's the truth of it. You can look at what the time is today. But by tomorrow, we'll be rounding up, and then the witnesses will start coming to talk to those documents. And then you begin to see life coming into the documents. But that's how election petitions go. The documents will go in, the witnesses will speak.
What about your subpoena reverse reports? When will they be available?
They will be available before too long.
On day 19 of hearing, Peter Obi and Labour Party called its third witness via subpoena to give both oral and video evidence before the Presidential Election Petition Court. The witness, Lucky Isiwado, a senior reporter and editor for Channels Television, was in court to respond to two sets of subpoena issued on the director and CEO of Channels Television on May 30, 2023 and June 6, 2023, respectively. The respondent objected to the admissibility of the witness statement and the competence of the witness on ground that the statement and evidence should have accompanied the petition when it was filed. Counsel for the Labour Party, Jibrin Okutekba, urged the court to discountenance the objections of the respondents, stating that once a subpoena is issued to an individual, the person becomes competent to testify in court. The 5-man panel of the petition court also adjourned the petition by the Allied People's Movement (APM), which has to do with the qualification of APC's Bola Tinubu on grounds of double nomination of his running mate Kashim Shettima. The court had, at the last hearing, been informed that a similar matter was resolved by the Supreme Court on the 26th of May, with the justices directing the Council of APM to seek a copy of the judgment in order to decide whether to proceed with his petition. But the lawyer for the APM, Yakub Mekosua, reported back to the Presidential Election Court that he is yet to receive a CTC of the judgment. Rounding up the week, the Presidential Election Petition Court declined a request by Peter Obi and the Labour Party to serve specific written questions on INEC related to its plans, preparation and conduct of the 2023 presidential elections. The questions, known legally as interrogatories, was to aid Obi and the Labour Party in its petition challenging INEC's return of APC Bola Tinubu as president. In resolving the matter, Justice Haruna Samani, who prepared the lead ruling, held that the motion by Obi and the Labour Party was as good as abandoned. After the ruling, the court proceeded to view the video evidence presented by Obi, showing the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, pledging to upload election results. Another video evidence displayed before the court showed INEC's National Commissioner, Festus Okoye, explain the role of the beavers to accredit voters, scan results, and upload same to the results viewing portal, IREV. So far, the Labour Party has presented 3 witnesses out of about 50 lined up to give evidence in support of their petition.